Beastmode free smoke. Everybody make some fucking noise, man.
Beastmode!
I am your host, Kriss Cain. Make sure you follow us on YouTube. That's www.youtube.com/Beastmode Battles. Beastmode Battles Gold. Don't forget to rate, subscribe, comment, all that shit. My co-host right here.
Yo, Peppe, we got a crazy battle right now.
Yo, shut up in the fucking back, man.
Slow it down. All right, we got a crazy battle. Pop off. Battle to my left. Introduce yourself.
They know who the fuck I am, Mike Wiald, in another life, big gang. Gambit is back in fucking Toronto, baby. Can I get a beast mode?
Beast mode!
Easy work, let's go.
The battler to my right, introduce yourself.
Yo, it's final word, beast mode shit. Can I get a beast mode?
Beast mode!
Okay, yo.
Mike Wiald decided to go first, man. So whenever he's ready, round one on Mike Wiald.
Let's go. I want to give another shout out to Beast Mode.
Yes, sir.
When we got slapped with COVID and battle culture was at its lowest, you were thinking of ways we can make this better. And when it comes to the leagues in the trenches, putting in work, y'all are some of the greatest ever. I mean, you just had ellipsis out here. Joe and Pat went out west. Moss Band wasn't fully loaded. It feel like we trying to bring this whole thing together. Now Card in Toronto for the first time in years. Shit, I might stay forever. Let's go. Let me set this off with a rest in peace to the big homie Pat. Never have to look up and wonder if there's a single fucking sucker wherever the homie at. I just had a dog fight with Pep. I was trying to see where the other Joey at. He said best I can do is final word. I threw my phone across the room like Joey Bats. Now I'm here. Now I'm here. Cause I want every final fan to see that we don't rap on the same level. You fucking with a boss. This we're moving up too fast and the game gets you. Yo, demon time, not my demon time. We don't dance with the same devil. It's wild card. I pull a spade and dig his grave with the same shovel. Let's go, Wild. Yo, mediocre, meteoric. Rise is gonna stop here. We on the same team. There's a place where you fire, but it's not here. I'm sick of these fans. Let's go, Wild. We on the same team. There's a place where you fire, but it's not here. I'm sick of these fans that call themselves battlers, coat riding on a top tier. I'm supposed to be in final destination. You were watching yourself die before you got here.
That was crazy. Let's go, boy. Let's go.
That's Mike Wild's explanation. You must be trying to get his ass killed. Thought you were cooking up that final plate. Just served him his last meal. Have we ever heard? I'm feeling like Yakka, back in Toronto, finally doing what I'm supposed to do. You, John Morant, think you hard, but you got 12 written all over you. I want an apology. From every one of you motherfuckers in here that told me, I want an apology. From every one of you motherfuckers in here that told me he was that dude. It was like Game of Thrones, because watching final just put me in a bad mood, what I'm saying is. I want an apology. From every one of you motherfuckers in here that told me he was that dude. It's like Game of Thrones, because watching final just put me in a bad mood. What I'm saying is word getting under my skin like a tattoo. Now, fuck that. Nah. What I'm saying is word getting under my skin like a tattoo. Now that's light. I break word down to the letter like Papoose. Yeah. Let's go. You look like you got a fat old lady that won't let you leave the house unless she goes. Only time final word get the final word is when he's going second. Unless he chokes. I already battled the best puncher out here. I'm dodging everything that he throws. I came here to rock this platform. You're not gonna use me in no stepping stone. Easy work. One out.
Everybody make some fucking noise!
I said yo. Where you're from, it's addiction problems through the streets. The kids with moms that use is steep. Where we're from, they don't think of those as victims. Nah, that's new to me. If your block is riddled with fiends, that shit was like a business opportunity. But he did say his mom was 8 months sober from hard drugs. But he only said that because he knew that we'd have to react. He also said a shot on the Ultimate Rap League is the biggest passion he has. He was practically born a URL baby. That's just a fact. Because as long as he can remember, his mother forced him to watch all her battles with Smack.
Let's go, boy.
But now you rap about crack like it's hard, which sort of seems like a jab at her scars, idolizing men that fed her poison, then acted the part. Why do you champion the same people that helped her put a strap on her arm? You You are vanilla, like you are vanilla, like Ben and Jerry's. Less exciting with bars and a friend that's married. Not memorable. Not memorable. How fast we forget I'm scary. It's a shame your mother's addictive personality wasn't hereditary. Damn. But since a youngin', he was in the kitchen with something whipping. Mom found out. Asked if she could get a little bump if she does the dishes. And he's so thirsty for the love he's missing. Only time she gave him that nod of approval, the drugs were hitting. I bet growing up, both of you had sweat chills. Good thing she bottle fed, because CPS would have taken you away when you overdosed on breast milk.
Wow. What, bro?
I'd hope you'd be a good rapper, because being dope's in your blood. Her not kicking it till you're plus 30 should show you what's up. See, I had a friend with a junkie mom too. Always stole all the stuff. Said she was taking the car in for a fix and wasn't lying because she sold it for drugs.
Let's go.
Then it was the game systems, and eventually the laptop. Had zero personal hygiene, but still somehow emptied out the bath salts. If her birthstone is any shade of white, then it is definitely crack rock.
Let's go.
So go ahead and do the same shit. I will be direct with you, and you will do your little name flips. Time.
That's the final word. Everybody make some fucking noise!
Beastmode! They told me that you wasn't nobody to overlook. Final, not a test for Wild. This open book, of course I want Lil Bro to cook. Let's go. Final, not a test for Wild. It's open book, of course I want Lil Bro to cook, but first the vet gotta coach the rook. He a big fish in a small pond. I'm an angler, throwing hooks. You were right, you were right, Diz. I met this dude same day I met you, still don't know a fucking thing about him. Can't quite put my finger on it. Something seemed a little fake about him. Guess we'll see what Final finally made of when I take it out of him. Rumor has it, word on the street with yellow tape around him. Boy, if you want to let these texts speak, then let's beef. Try to fade, I just... Let's go. If you want to let these texts speak, then let's beef. Try to fade, I'll have you smile sideways like XD. I'm in a host. Easy work. Look at this man. I love it out here. Talking about, boy. Boy, if you want to let these texts speak, then let's be. Try to fade, I have you smile sideways like XD. I'm in the old school. Windows crack like XP. Ain't do your what? This is what I do. Crazy. Let's go. I'm in the old school. Windows crack like XP. Ain't do your homework. Now I gotta knock final in the next week. Filthy ass bars. Guilty ass charge. No need for the retrial. I'll freestyle, but I'll fire off his dome like a freestyle. Biting with the time. Fuck made you think you could be wild? I'll have final words, say his final words before we get fried like the Green Mile. I took this battle because I want to show respect to the scene. Because I consider him pen to pen as an equal. The difference is I don't gotta outright you or out-joke you. I'm just better than people. I'm not so sure that's something Peppe would agree to. But it makes sense because y'all the same typewriter with an ink save you like Resident Evil. You can have the nicest bars in the room. Delivery and performance is still important, so story up. Or I'll leave word full of hoes like Wheel of Fortune. You won't die in the room or die on camera. Pick a coffin. Word to God, I send word to God. I need bigger plates, so I'm giving offerings. I might look like the typical Abbotsford white guy, but we was the murder capital. And if you wasn't pushing packs on the right side, you actually might die. I mean, we all wanted to be millionaires. And the trap was the lifeline. I had coke so white, they wrote a whole sketch about it on Saturday Night Live. Come on, baby. You not that fucking dope, bro. Need to switch up your whole flow. Cause he's Rudy Gobert, how he punch in slow-mo. Bro. You know?
Watch sports.
He's like Rudy Gobert, how he punch in slow-mo. He's like Rudy boy, the ball's in my court, I'll let your tall ass go rebound. And if you want to put your hands on Mike, I'll shut this whole league down. Easy work.
Easy work. Let's run to our mic. Everybody make some fucking noise!
I say yo.
Let's go, final.
I Say yo.
Yo, hold it down for final, man.
Yo, what's up, Cheeseburger Mike? Hey yo. Judging by your stomach size, I doubt you've seen your dick since you were 25. If he said he's on a hunger strike, he just means his stomach's rumbling and he'll punch you for a couple fries. Only someone built just alike could be attracted to this overall ugly guy. If he told me to take his 6, I think he was aggressively telling me to fuck his wife. You are yucky. You are yucky. But he came out east to try his hand. This isn't back home where they reserve that cheap gas for you like the tribal land. Handmade knife. Nice. Handmade knife. Stuck deep and wild like Survivor Man.
Let's go. Deep and wild.
But duh, of course fatty shakes a broom. That's not the problem. It's that you haven't raised your views. It's that you haven't raised your views. You have no pull. You have no pull. So when I make you one with the earth, maybe then some of these people might start to gravitate to you. Listen, Michael. No man who wore a XXX salmon sweater can ever fucking tell me shit.
Big Sam.
They should have called, yeah. They should have.
Say it again.
XXX salmon sweater could ever fucking tell me shit. They should have called Guinness Book, because that was the heaviest jellyfish that's ever lived. I was like, damn, fam, where did you get the drip? He's like out of the net of an expensive ship. He thought because he wore salmon and did the slow flow that somebody might finally catch his drift.
Let's go, boy.
But versus Peppe was letting the tech go while doing techno moves. Calling himself Big Salmon. I wonder why these bitches friend-zoned you. Busting a pipe while you frolicked. Starting to think Mike's in the closet like a ghetto booth. Always has that dumb stare. They say the eyes are the window to the soul, so yours being vacant makes sense because there's nobody upstairs. But he still thinks his pen embodies greatness when every shot he's taken is like drunken nonsense, turning sentences to sloppy statements. Of course you're high on yourself. That doesn't mean your presence is intoxicating. It isn't. You popped acid in a battle just to rap creative. So it's a mirage if he acts like this heat that he has is waving. You popped acid in a battle to hallucinate. So at least one person in that room might believe your imagination.
That's nasty.
But versus Peppino, you tried to talk down on Beastmode. Like your league wasn't only conceived because a rapist was fleeing from cases. You crying because we're above you, and that Jesse situation sort of seems like the same shit. Because you keep playing victim, but it's hard to hear all those screams from the basement. You are guilty by association. So basically, that means we judge you as a league. And if you ditch the old brand because the co-owner was a rapist, it's safe to say you are really only as innocent as the company they keep. Or don't. Time.
Everybody make some fucking noise! I mean, y'all can say the card never got his shot, but y'all knew him. I'm a veteran. They can see the influence all through him. Peck said he had the cheat code. I wrote the book on the game, how I walked through him. That's why I went first word. I gotta teach my son how to talk to him. Wow. You came back from your little hiatus. Did your thing. Didn't change. I was gone 5 years, and now I'm here because one of us has to entertain. We both writing our second chapter. It's obvious y'all didn't want to skip the page, so now you got me putting these hands on Word like I'm trying to flip a page. Grip the blade. Slash Word down his spine like I rip the page. Dome shot. Need a hole in his head. Michael Venom page. Dome shot. I need a hole in his head. Michael Venom page. The way you stay in the shadows, I know you're not the type to innovate. I'm ready to die in this ring. I put my whole life in center stage. Joey. When you battled Ellipsis, you did your thing. But my guy leveled up. Pathogenic couldn't keep that animal in a cage. Word to my son. He ain't want to rock with Van till I got back in the game. Saw me bust up Chronic and make moon rocks. Now that motherfucker looking like a different strain. Sully with a dollar sign, that's little bro. He need bigger names. The West spreading like wildfire. Who the fuck you think lit the flame? Let's go. Let's go, boy. Who Who the fuck said he was gonna 30 me? You must not know me. And that's cool, because I don't know none of you boys. Except most of you boys. Let's go. Point is, I'm still sonning you boys. No DNA test needed. I see the face of my son in you boys.
Let's go.
You like fucking ugly bitches, you should be used to jumping on a grenade in front of your boys. You will never be gang. This for the real ones that understood. In the 6, they send you to the stove for the blunts. In BC, you'll be running for the woods.
That is crazy.
Yeah. In the 6, you get sent to the stove for the blunts. In BC, you'll be running for the woods. When you get love outside your own city, that's when you know you good. Body bag like a base sweater. I put that on the hood. Body bag like a base sweater. I put that on the hood. You get stepped on, big dog. This work got no filler. I was moving white girl cross country like Joe Miller.
Hey, yo.
I was moving white girl cross country like Joe Miller. This effing separate your face like Glorilla. Michael feeling like, yeah, let's go. Michael feeling like Omar, cause I'm that new killer and that old killer. In closing, I guess I should explain why it'll never be relevant today. Cause you choked in your biggest moments. Staring with his blank expression into space like he had his memory erased. You crack under pressure. I'm cracked under pressure. You ain't mentioned with the grace. You can never be the face. Cause the true mark of a champion is what he does with his back against the wall. And his legacy at stake. Let's go.
Yo, make some fucking noise for Mike Wiald, man.
So, yo, you said that you didn't meet your biological son until he was 5.
That's facts.
And I won't lie, I heard that shit and got a little depressed. Maybe because the birth of mine felt like my biggest success. Or maybe it's the fact that I gotta be the reason you're not there. Body lost for so long, they just consider you dead. But at least your son has experience when his mother has to tell him his father's missing again. But to be honest, that's tragic. And that stupid woman's hate is deep. It's like when they announced this, they said that dude'll cook with crazy schemes. He said, I'ma son you. And I instantly felt just like yours because I knew you wouldn't play with me.
That's cold shit.
Your love for him is past due. You'd be lucky if the government backed you. He's like, don't talk about my family, tuh. Well then don't bring them up in your battles.
No.
Shit, normally I wouldn't even have brought up your son. But judging by the past, I think somebody has to. Cause you have never had to work at 6 a.m. and comfort that baby while his mom is asleep. Wow. And even though they say they don't remember that young, you will never have to wonder why your bond's incomplete. Your bond's incomplete, so when I drop you with ease, don't be surprised that your kid gets jealous that you actually had somebody to rock you to sleep. Actually had somebody to rock you to sleep. Ugly ass bull of time. Good battle, bro.
Make some fucking noise.
Nice work.